What's up, world? McMurray and Hexy. Maybe Brian shows up. This is kind of unplanned. Chris is not doing a show tonight, and McMurray popped a message on this afternoon saying, anybody want to stream tonight? So I don't have anything really planned. If y'all pop something up in the chat, want to chit-chat about, we can. Other than that, you're going to watch McMurray do a lot of painting. So,
yeah, man. We're still exploring these Army Painter Fanatic jobs, these new guys.
Yeah, so I keep reading about that.
So, I mean, we painted some with Brian last week.
Right.
We painted this guy, Gandalf. Right, so he's like Gandalf and the dude from the Big Lebowski.
Right.
I got there were some metals or metallic paints that came in the starter box, little beginner starting box things.
Well, how many different boxes or kits did they have?
Little dwarf guy. I mean, it's Army Painter, so they've got like a starter box that's got like 11 paints in it and a brush, like usual. They also have, one that's got like 30 or 40 paints, and they got one that's got like all 200 and something of them in it.
Wait a minute, Slav. Let me save you just for a second, buddy. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me save you for a second here. Hold on. Does that help? Does that help any at all? How about that? Does that help? Does that kind of cool your blood pressure a little bit there? Okay, just checking.
Be all right. But yeah, so I did the metallics, which that's one coat on all the metallics, which on the silvery metallics isn't necessarily a huge deal, but that being one coat on the gold was pretty shocking.
Really good
that it's that uniform with one coat from this glittering gold. So that was I was impressed by that.
I am, Nord. I am.
I painted these little guys. Might look familiar.
Yeah.
To a lot of folks, they do have a wash on them, which is why they look so muddy. Because I needed to make them a little evilly looking. The yellow covered exceptionally well in 1.5, 2 coats.
All right, back up because I wasn't paying attention. How many different kits did you say they had to sell?
A whole bunch. I mean, it's Army Painter, so they've always got like a starter with 11 colors or some such.
Right.
And then I think there's another one that's got like 30 or 40 in it, and then there's one that's the entire line, just like you got of their old paints. So that's like 200 and something.
Right.
But yeah, then we did the yellows. That's always a challenging one. I primed these ridiculously dark, as you can see.
Right.
Those first two were primed tan. You see the color on the bases.
Right.
Just the khaki I normally prime in, but I wanted to see how the light colors would go on top of dark paints. And as it turns out, like super well. The white was not a struggle. The yellow was not a struggle. I mixed up the red and the yellow that were in the starter. You can see where that's kind of left over here to make an orange to do these modern, armed priest guys. But I wanted to do them in the orange color.
You should have them battle Ormut's monks with machine guns.
Well, I have monks with machine guns too.
Oh, okay.
So these are all from Battle Valor. I have a whole bunch of them. I got like Hasidic rabbis with guns. I got nuns with guns. The whole kit and caboodle. I did this little skeleton guy from Thomas Foss over at Skull and Crown Stratagems, Skull and Crown Miniatures. That's one of his guys. He sent me that as a little freebie when I got all of the a whole bunch of rabbits.
Right.
But with all of those medievals that I just painted up being in like an orange livery, I figured I'd do that, and I don't know what the hell I'll use that for, but it was a cool miniature to paint. It was a good opportunity to, again, see the white. That's one coat of white, again, with a wash on top of it, which is why you get dark in the recesses. Normally, when acrylic paints don't have good coverage, you get significantly more opacity in the recesses because that's where the paint pools with all the pigment in it.
Right.
Here you can see fairly well. Well, kind of. I don't know how well you can see that, Jeff. That looks relatively in focus on my phone screen.
Yeah, it looks good. Your screen looks good.
But you can see where, excuse me, in the recesses you've got the dark, and then on the raised sections you have all of the good bright white sort of color. Not bright white. It's a kind of a light beige that I was actually painting in. But there's no retouching after a wash there. So it's not like I came back over and re-highlighted and got a fresh coat of white on there. So I mean, they are legitimately pretty impressive paints. To give Army Painter their due, and then I did again over the dark. I did this guy in flesh tones and whites for the little skull up there, and then again with his teeth and the tongue. So the paints cover really well. Quite impressed with that. Very, very happy with it.
Let me catch up here real quick. So just for any of y'all that just popped on here in the last couple minutes, this isn't a normal Hexy and McMurray and Wardrobe type of show. We're just filling a hole because Chris isn't going to have a show tonight. So no topic, nothing came up. If you got anything you want to ask or discuss with either one of us, or ask McMurray about painting or minis, or me about Hexy calendar or anything, just fire away and we'll do the best we can. Like I say, we're just filling the hole for Chris since he can't stream. Why isn't he streaming tonight? Is he away again?
He's got some stuff with his I think his niece and nephew might have like a concert or something.
Oh, okay, good.
Which, yeah, exactly. So I mean that's what I did. I actually did all of those 14 miniatures, maybe 12 miniatures. And like
the hell's that little paint tray you got there? Where in the hell did you get that thing?
This?
Yeah.
Dude, it's one of those little fidget things.
Oh, okay.
One of those little fidget poppers.
That makes it easier to clean.
Yeah, since it's silicone, the paint doesn't stick to it and it like pops out real easy after it dries. But since the paint doesn't cure on it, it also stays wet way longer. So you can see that in that video I did with Brian. Like, it'll be a half hour and I'll come back and use a paint and it's still there. I'm not adding stuff to it. It's not a wet palette. But yeah, Tim suggested that to me from over at Geek Gaming USA and Special Artists and Services Miniatures. And it worked super well. And you can get like 6 of these things for $3 on Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's one of those. That's awesome. Actually, it's kind of gross, but I kept this over here as just like an example. You can see where I was just popping the colors right out of the little ball things.
Wow.
And then you can get another one in there. But anyway, so yeah, that was kind of cool. But that being said, we painted all those, like I said, last week sometime. I don't remember exactly when. I got to set these off over to the side because they all go into their own little, containers and whatnot. Their own little storage areas that are separate. So I'll have to do those at some point. That's not right now. We'll just move these guys off to the side. Tonight, what I've got to paint are, I don't even know where these figures are from, but it's kind of hard to see because I primed on this goofy ass green, but there is a Scoutmaster. You can see his neckerchief there. And then three scouts. They're obviously a little older. You can see they got the old school campaign hats.
Right.
But yeah, so we'll paint those up. I don't know if we got a very British Civil War, or if maybe these guys can fight the Thomas Foss rabbits.
Well, that would work well.
Right. That just occurred to me. That might be a good opposing force there. And let's see here. If we get those done, which we might, there's only 4 of them. I've got one of these little Jedi guys from from Battle Valor. Right. So we might add that into my goofy little Star Wars universe that has, Darth Brooks and all the other, Southern Missouri Jedi
Right.
that are involved.
Let's see. Camp, what do you got on the table? Slav, what do you got on the table? Mandarin Mike, what do you got? Well, actually, I was just looking at your stuff the other day. Ashley, Greg, what are you two into? Chuck, I check your channel. I can see what you're into.
That's a good number of folks, man.
When it's not orcs.
Dude, Charles is back to being a painting machine, man. That dude turns out 28 millimeter figures like you would not believe.
Right. Todd
It
and
is.
we need to tie down our next GCACW. That seems to be going over well with a lot of people. So
it seems to be a bit of a smash hit, my man.
Yeah. Plus we have Patrick. He wants to join us again. So
that'd be real cool. Where is the brown that I had? So we're going to start. I'm going to kind of approximate the color. As with most things, there was a whole lot of variety of color. They're going to be in the like brown, green, scout uniform, or not the tan, but like the greeny brown scout uniforms of yesteryear. So we're taking like a real basic kind of not
Chuck,
khaki, but yeah. And we're going to drop in a drop of green skin and a drop of leather brown and see how that.
So they're using their same color names. They're just, Chuck. Yeah, I have. I played the introductory theme one, and I've got like 3 or 4 boxes over there that I won't let go of them because I want to play. Are they using the same colors that they had in their original super paints?
For the most part, some of them are different, but they're not. Like there's some of them that I was looking for are not in there. Like there's not a kobold flesh, but for the most part, yeah, like you still got demonic yellow, burning ore, stuff like that. Green skin still one, ultramarine and royal blue are still in there. Yeah, absolutely. There's still there's angelic red. A lot of the colors that you're going to be looking for, if you had old Army Painter paints, you can still find. If not, there's clear approximations. The thing that they're doing with these is they're making these little scales. So like there's an orange scale, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 6 oranges in that scale.
Oh, really?
Here's the brown scale, and then you can see which color this is in that scale.
Now that's smart.
Got warm skin tones. I would assume that means you've got darker skin tones or lighter skin tones, yellows. And then as they go up, it's different. So like that's another one in the browns. So like urban buff and leather brown, those are 2. You can see where urban buff is the lightest in the tones, and brown is leather brown's 3rd from the bottom. But like so with greens, there's a couple different kinds. There's deep greens, right? So that's what green skin is, and then camouflage green is in the middle of olive greens. So it's a cool. It's a cool concept, especially since there's 6. Like, Reaper for the longest time did the little triads,
right?
Where they'd have a base color, a shade, and then a highlight color. So that's kind of a cool thing, and I really like how Army Painter decided to, because for the longest time Army Painter was kind of not really I don't want to say not a serious painting company, but holy shit, this guy is missing a hand.
Oh, put a bloody nub at the end of it.
Whatever, right? Exactly.
Well, that green ate that brown up you had in there.
Well, it's, again, so that's the thing. Like the old Scout uniforms, I'm going to be real honest, I didn't live to see them.
Thought they had the khaki shirts and the green trousers.
Now they do. Now Scouts do. They used to be mainly green. Like the same green color, but not the same green as their shorts are now.
Right.
I don't know if there was a lot of color variation in the uniforms themselves, or if that is the result of some aging and use in the ones that I've seen. I couldn't tell you. That's why I'm not being super particular about getting the right color.
Right.
So we're going to get it on here, and we're going to see what it looks like. If it looks bad, we can redo it. That's the nice thing about these really only needing 1 coat, is that if it looks bad, it's not a huge deal to have to redo it. I think they're going to be fine, though. But like I said, we'll see. The big thing is we're going to get the paint on here, And again, you guys can see how well this is covering. I'm not taking my time. I'm not, thinning stuff out, trying to add, flow improver or retarder or anything like that into here. We're just going straight out of the bottle, mixed up in the palette, and onto the figure. So it's, obviously it works fairly well. It's going on. It's not leaving gross stuff, and with the green on green, we're not going to tell if there's any major opacity issues, but we will be able to tell once we start adding different colors. Like if we start coming back here and adding, white, like it's going to be real obvious. I'm looking forward to seeing how the skin color goes on over this green, because the skin color went on, like I said, really, really, really well.
Right.
On the others. I can't tell if that is a piece of flashing or what.
Yeah, Nord. So for this Salerno 43, I think once I play it, I'm done playing it, I'm going to give it away. So, there's some poor gamer out there that needs something pretty small footprint, easy to play. Let's see. I've started with some small scenarios. Well, you said that Brienne one had quite a few counter mix on it, Chuck. But it tickles me to see you playing because I've only played the Fiend one, and that I thought it was a really, really good. I thought that introductory scenario was terribly organized, but the system, I love the system, so I'm going to be messing with it. So, Eric, how you doing, brother? Scala, what's up, buddy?
Mr. Gremlin.
Richter, game from Dr. Richter, conflict simulation. Yeah, Sleepwalkers, Imperial Rivalries, and the Great War.
Yeah, I saw that. Is that what Strategy and Tactics is this month? Is like alternative strategies for World War One?
I don't know, but that was on the CSR Awards nominee for 2023. I haven't even done anything with that this year. I don't have time to do that.
That's fair.
Good, Eric. How about yourself, brother?
Let's get some kind of differing colors in here. As you guys can see, I didn't mix it entirely. What's up?
I sound like you, dude. I have been just freaking spank wore out this week, man.
Man, it's just starting. I'm 3 days into that 7-day stretch, buddy. I still got 46 hours ahead of me.
Right.
It's a wonderful day. It's gonna be outstanding. Wait, 46. That's not right.
Yeah, Slav, I haven't either, bro. And I'm telling you, every now and then I'll see the list, or somebody will post something on Facebook with the list of all the old S&Ts, and there's so many good games in those things. I have a few here that I got from somebody, but what's up, brother? There goes the neighborhood.
Are all of our friends popping in here? It sounds like it's a good bunch.
Yeah, Mike, I'm the same way when I paint. But Murray says these apparently don't need it, so.
What was the question?
Add a little drop or two of water into the paints. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, so you certainly can. I was doing that yesterday. But it's, again, so with the Army Painter paints, they have the 2 ball bearings in each paint bottle to start with, and that was a huge thing. I know that Army Painter, it has been a problem for Army Painter in the past, being the consistency of their paints.
Right.
But the nice part about that is that they know that, so it seems like they've really been putting a conscious effort into, okay, we're gonna, ungoof this, right? Oh, I forgot to do the leader's uniform. And so it seems like they really kind of took that to heart and said, okay, how can we fix this? Because it is not an issue. I have yet to have a figure that, or a paint that came out at an inappropriate consistency, or had media at the top with no pigment in it, any of that stuff. None of that has been an issue, which is quite pleasant for me. I'm not used to that out of Army Painter. For a long time I was looking at, well, maybe I'll switch to just Vallejo or something else.
Eric, he had a family function with some of his nieces and stuff tonight. Slav, it's funny too, because Decision gets a bad tag, but I'll say this though: the appearance and the quality and the look of their games, it's in my mind, they're always well done. I mean, they look very good. The components are very good. But yeah, I know people have a real stretch with them and some of the stuff. They're like, I just did the Highway to the Reich one, and that was just so disappointing. It's not funny. And man, that's my little afterthoughts video got a boatload of views on that one.
Yeah, dude. People like listening to you say bad things about games. Not even bad things, just sad things about games, man.
Dude, I haven't. The only thing that I've said good about a game here recently would have been the great campaign stuff.
Oh, well, yeah, you can't say something bad about that. You'd harsh Toddy's mellow, and then everybody would cry. He gets so happy when you guys are playing that. It's ridiculous.
Well, I hope we don't wait 3 months to play another round of it. So,
again, granted, I have not played the exceptionally large amount of original SPI games that you have. I'll be the first one to say that. But, and I guess along with that, I haven't really played any necessarily decision games that have taken out of the old SPI games. But I have had a real blast playing their folio and a bunch of their mini folio games. Whether that's the whatchamacallit, oh Lord, what am I going for here? The Dreadnought, is it Dreadnoughts and Battle Wagons that I'm always on about?
That involves water. I'm not going to know anything about it.
Well, I know that, but I mean, I think it is. It's the one it's only got 2 games in the little series. They're Dreadnought, or they're folio games. But it's a good light, World War II naval set that isn't as involved as, some of the bigger, more step, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's more than, war at sea, which is here's a firepower value, and there you go. Line up, go. Which I'm not bashing on War at Sea. I am a big fan of Avalon Hill's War at Sea. Big fan. Don't know how to kind of say that enough, but I'm a big fan of War at Sea. It's just once you get down to, 2 or 3, 4 ships aside, you can really add a lot more to that. And War at Sea is nice because you can play Jutland if you really want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what my games usually, unfortunately, broke down to after a minute was, okay, we basically have an apocalyptic Jutland-style clash here. Let's see what happens. Because you know me. I mean, if there's fighting to be had, my games are going to have it.
Right.
And so I really enjoyed that Dreadnoughts and Battle Wagons. Again, they've got 2 games in that series. There's one that covers 2 games, 4 scenarios. One covers the River Plate and the Denmark Strait, so action between Hood, Bismarck,
Dreadnoughts and CA. Camp Sawyer says he has. Chuck's got an old S&T coming, Red Sun, Red Star.
There you go.
We got here, Mikey. When DG publishes a new design from an outside designer, they can be pretty good. But when they redesign an old SPI game, they often mess up. Well, here's my question for you. What if they without touching the rules of the game, if they just rebuilt the game in a cleaner, in their fashion, but not touch the rules?
See, I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
Because people seem to shit all over them when they redo rules, and that was always my question. I know we've discussed this not live before. Just why not just reprint the game if they want to make better art for stuff, so they don't have just pink and whatever counters or whatnot.
Right.
Why not just go with that? Because that seems like it would be a good way to get people super duper on board, and yet also, have a more modern looking game. Although I suppose it's entirely possible that, I think, and I don't know if we all have this happen to us, but it certainly happens for me outside of gaming. I know I haven't really been in gaming long enough, or at least not, Hex Encounter board gaming long enough to necessarily have it happen. But sometimes when I go back and look at stuff or deal with stuff or watch a movie or play a game or something that I haven't played in a long time that I have really fond memories of, sometimes I go back and I find that, man, maybe there was something about this at the time that I really couldn't get enough of and that I loved and all this stuff, but maybe it's not necessarily still like that, right?
Yeah. Now, Slav, decision game. Okay, so I have the SPI, the boxes or the trays were shot and everything. So I had to put them in a box, but I have the War in East, War in the West, War in Europe. Is the decision games War in Europe? That's a redo of the SPI's 3-game package. Well, the 3 games, because if it is, I was not aware of that. That would be something new for me. Let me just serial card go here. I did not know that. And did they mess with the rules in it? You. Oh man. U through GG on board W.
What are you playing, Jeffy? Some ASL?
Well, I'm setting this up. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to the first scenario that has special
Vehicles?
weapons in it.
Oh, special
Not
weapons.
special weapons, guns. And this one has mortars in it, so.
Oh, baby. Would you think it might be? Are mortars going to be like an extra 2 layers of complication, or?
Well, okay. So fortunately, this scenario. All right. So this is from Starter Kit 2, where it has guns, and this one has bazookas in it. It's got 2 bazookas and 1 mortar. So hopefully this will be fairly routine.
What kind of mortar is it? Is it like a 2-inch or 50 millimeter? Or is it something like an 81?
It looks like it's a. Shit.
Those are my favorite, the shit mortars.
It looks like it's. I want to say I can't. Where's my magnifying? Well, it looks like a 60.
Okay.
5 portage point mortar M2. Yeah, this is gonna be something else I gotta lead. And then 1943 bazooka.
I gotcha. Smell what you're stepping in.
So
let me plug this phone in real fast so it doesn't die on
yeah,
me.
I have. What do I have? I have. I have DMT. No, Pacific. Oh no, I got War in the Pacific. I got the SPI one.
I was about to say I sent you War in the Pacific.
Yeah,
It's
I
in
got
like
the SPI War in the Pacific. Yeah.
6 flat packs and then a bunch of other stuff.
2 copies of War Between the States.
Yep.
I had 3 copies of Terrible Swift Sword, thanks to you.
I was about to say I found you 2 copies of that and 2 copies of War Between the States.
So I had 4 altogether of Terrible Swift Sword. I sold 1. I've got a blue and the gray now, thanks to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
And I have the DG version of that. Sorry, guys. I know everybody hates that, but I guess maybe since I didn't play the SPI version, I didn't find it too bad.
Right. Oh man, let's see. So this goes to. This is going to be weird.
So here's going to be an interesting experiment. I have this skin tone.
Right.
I haven't actually used this one yet, but it'll be interesting to see if the first layer of this skin tone goes on even, or if I'm going to need, a bunch of layers or what.
Yep. SBQR Cam, how you doing, partner?
Hey, buddy, what's up?
We're trying to. Todd threw me out a bunch of dates, and we're going to drag you on here with McMurray, me, and Todd. We're going to get you on here, and we're going to grill you. We're going to run you through the ringer, buddy, because we want to talk a little bit about your modeling, and we want to talk a little bit about the Gettysburg 77 stuff.
Hell yeah, we do.
Knowledge base ready, because we're going to bombard you.
Man, Gettysburg 77, you just walk in, drop Gettysburg 77 on the table, like dropping your nuts on the table, and that'll be enough, man. That's incredible.
Take my pills.
That is just massively impressive, to be honest with you, buddy. Especially after watching Jeff kind of muddle through a few turns of that.
Ugh.
Pretty
Which
much.
one?
What's up?
Which one?
Gettysburg 77 advanced.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I still believe there's a great game there. It's kind of like Clay playing Campaign for North Africa. It's got so much depth.
I mean, they both certainly seem to have the same problem, right? Like, you know, obviously the rules, you know, you can play it for a turn or two or three or four.
All right.
But does that actually translate into a playable game or a system that you know won't break after, you know, 4 or 5 turns?
I seriously think there's a very, very good playable game in that. I really do.
Really?
Yeah.
It certainly seemed as you were playing it like that was not the case. It seemed fucking brutal.
I'm not going to say it wasn't.
Fair.
I'm not going to say it wasn't.
Fair.
Let's see if we can get this back on here without messing everything.
So this is going on pretty damn well. I noticed that with the other paint that it went on that buff or whatever I was using this last time, urban buff, that went on as a skin tone pretty evenly and pretty happily. This is a little bit lighter, and with the one green under it, it's not directly onto primer in some spots. So in some spots, I might come back and do a second layer, but this certainly looks, again, pretty damn impressive. I'm not trying to glop it on there. I'm trying to just get an even, nice layer.
And you're putting it on a dark base coat, so.
Well, yeah, and that's my point. And in some spots, it's not even, like I said, going on a... Oh, well, I think that explains what happened to the other guy's hand. That one just fell off as I was painting.
Were those 3D prints or were those...
These are definitely models. They're metal from somewhere. The fact that just fell off on me and it's at the wrist leads me to think these are probably footsore miniatures.
Right. Keep forgetting that you prefer metals.
I do. I very much do. Usually I prefer metal models that are kind of older sculpts, because when they're metal models that are older sculpts, they're sculpted by somebody sitting there with a sculpting tool and getting after it, not somebody on a computer that does 3D modeling. Like, figures by far turn out better and are easier and more conducive to paint and turn out looking better when they're modeled by a modeler, right, by a miniatures person, right? Not a CAD person. Nothing against CAD folks. It's just when something is designed as a miniature, it winds up very, very different than something that's designed as a 3D model, as a 3D render, right?
Right. Gotcha.
Because usually those 3D renders, again, are scaled massive or are modeled, you know, designed, laid out, whatever the appropriate industry term is, are created in that 3D rendering program, whether that's CAD or whatever else, large, and then shrunk down, which we've talked about this. We talked about this over on Not-Jay's show when we were talking about 3D printing miniatures. Sometimes manufacturers will forget to shrink those back down before they post them.
Let's see. Yeah. Cam. Yeah, you should get on that, Cam, and rewrite those. Let's see. Warner Pacific was an evil love child with Herm. See, I'm not okay. So well, maybe I got it wrong. So what was? So I got the big Pacific War in the big, huge, massive box that all the
that's the GMT one, right?
Yeah, and you're not Slav. You're not talking about that. Is that the one you're talking about? The big box, or are you talking about that little thing that he did that a lot of people are playing? Cam, this is a squad leader starter kit. This is starter kit 2 that I'm messing with now. I'm going to learn how to use guns in this one. Yes, ASL map drawer is pretty clean. And yes, Mike, I thought the same thing. Urban buff streaking through the back alleys.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Of course, I'd be wearing Chuck Taylors.
Well, you got to get after whatever his name is. That's fine. Jesus. But yeah, again, this is going on real nicely. It's not, again, necessarily slathered on there. Skin tones are one of those things that are very difficult. One of the things that I was trying to test was getting, individual paints now that aren't necessarily their, starter kit paints or their flagship paints, even in this line.
Well, what was the name of the kit that you bought?
Just their Fanatics starter set.
Oh, it didn't have like a
No.
Goblin starter set or Orc starter set?
No, I think they might be kind of trying to get away from that, because that was kind of their gimmick thing for a long time, right? Was that Army Painter would put out bottles of paint that had labels in all different colors, and maybe they renamed some of them and all this shit. If it was a starter set for XYZ random miniatures game or XYZ RPG, something like that. And I think they're trying to get away from that, because it seems like they've stopped doing that for the most part and focused on making their paints better, right? Because they put out the game air line, and then they put out the speed paint line, and then they redid the speed paints. So yeah, it certainly at least seems from a consumer level, having watched them do business for a while, that they're trying to get a little more organized and make changes to and improvements to their actual product, as opposed to reskinning and re-releasing their product, with different marketing or packaging, which is encouraging, to say the least. I mean, I, as somebody who, regularly purchases and uses their products, I really appreciate that.
I'm setting up scenario 11, which I got the name hidden from me. Let me pull that down. It said that, so I can actually see it. A long way to go from starter kit 2. Let's see, I just bought Army Painter Zombicide Invader paint set on clearance in Miniature Market.
Nice. There you go. Who did that?
Cam says, Mike, there's Brian. Cam says, in order for me to paint miniatures, I would need to borrow the Hubble telescope. Hey, I have to wear my telescopic headset for me to paint. So, yeah, I hear you.
I'm about to say, what you guys can't see is that my nose is right here. But, yeah.
That's funny.
And these are 28s. When I'm painting 6s and stuff, it's nice because I don't even have to look that close. I can just kind of guesstimate, okay, it looks like this is where hands are at. Cool, let's do that.
The Mutster.
Mr. Brian, buddy, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey. Join us, buddy.
Thanks for coming on, man.
I need somebody to talk paint crap with Andrew on.
Brian, how's Rumble Slam looking? Brian's doing some, off WWE type miniatures.
I thought that was Zombicide.
No,
man, it's Rumble Slam, dude.
Yeah, Brian's into different stuff. He got a different starter set, Jeff.
Oh, I mean, he hasn't bought all of them that exist yet?
I mean, he's got to be getting close. He just bought the Rumble Slam one.
Here, man, I'm trying to I'm doing this for the first time, trying to link my channel to this.
I just saw that starter, Brian, on Miniature Market, or on Noble Knights, something or other.
Yeah, there's one mortar in this camp, and there's 1 or 2 bazookas. So I'm hoping that'll be an easy, because I don't know any of the gun rules yet. Todd's like, wait, we want to see. The deal is we want to get through guns, which should be fairly easy as compared to tanks, and tanks apparently is like super detailed when we get to vehicles, and we want to do this so that we can play some of the historical, like the Decision at Else. We really want to play that.
What they want to do is they want to play that whole Omaha Beach ASL module.
Jesus Christ, that's super suave. I can't.
No, that's why I was asking about mortars, Jeff, because I didn't know if there's different rules for gun teams, and then on top of that, mortars having indirect fire and whatever else are going to be different.
There's the mortar.
Well, I mean, I can see the counter. You could hold up the rules for the game in Portuguese. I can see them. That ain't going to help me understand what the hell is going on.
Well, and the good thing about Squad Leader is they put all the detailed information in the extension for it. Now, you must have just gone live, Brian, because I just got a beat.
Is that what that is? First time I ever tried to link.
Tell you in a second. Yep, warm up paint chat. There you go.
Hell yeah, Brian! Look at you go, dog. We are live.
Did y'all notice the title of this?
Yeah, I meant to comment on that. I really liked it. The Not-Notjay show. The Chronicles of Not-Notjay.
That's funny.
The intermittent Wednesday show on Hex to Hex's channel.
Yeah.
What's been going on? What's been going on? Work.
Yep.
Amen, buddy. That's what's up.
No doubt about that.
No arguments here. We are all in the same boat on that one, I think.
Yeah. Just been painting Crusades and ACW.
Yeah, I saw. I don't know if everybody watched that. But Brian dropped a video today of your Civil War Union Cavalry stuff.
Yeah, that's the cavalry.
You got it, Cam. 11 chucks with a bunch of 11 bang bangs all around them.
Talk about your shoes
Nowadays,
again?
they call most of the Bradley grunts are now called, I guess, 11 mics, I think. So, let's see. Double negative. Jay needs to appear. Double negative. Jay needs.
He's busy
Because it's not.
You're too intelligent for me. Stop it.
Yeah. Stig, you ought to know that. Did you say Stigler said that?
Oh, Mandarin Mike.
Oh.
Stig, don't get on here unless we're doing something Civil War. Now that I said that, watch, he'll show up. Call me a son of a bitch.
Mike of all people ought to know that. I think, Jeffy, I think I missed. Yeah, I don't know if Kev was in town, but I think I missed Fancy Pants convention this year, dude.
Is that this week?
It's usually in April, and it's. I don't know if
Todd said at a work function.
No, I'm saying I think I missed. I think it already passed.
Right.
So that made me cry a little bit on the inside. Needless to say.
Guys.
This damn light is doing it, I'll bet you.
What?
No, my damn desktop camera on the game is doing its freaky little thing.
Going
Freaky
in and out.
deaky.
Yeah, focus in and out.
Yeah, because I don't have the autofocus turned on the damn thing, and I should. There we go. Clean.
Brian, how's Rumble Sham, buddy?
I know. Look at I got noise canceling, what you call headsets now.
I told you I'd sell you those noise canceling earbuds that I got.
Yeah.
Hell, I'll send them to you for free.
They're weird.
Me?
No, these things. I can't. All I hear is you guys. I can't hear anything else.
Yeah, it's the point. It's just a headset that is actually also hearing protection. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That being said, it's not like great hearing protection because we used to get people when I worked at the range who would come in. Oh, these are noise canceling headphones. No, man, they're not. They're not. They're just headphones that have some small amount of NIJ or whatever it is. ANC. ANC's for eye protection. I don't remember what it is for hearing protection, but
I feel like my ears are gonna suck off.
all right, easy now. But yeah, then they go out on the range and just lose their freaking minds because it's still not great hearing protection.
Shadow Cat, what's up?
I'm not pulling a whole lot of decibels out of stuff, but yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna go to the other extreme now and start basing some minis.
Yeah, I saw you took that picture of that card. I said, "Oh, it's on the side. There's something new now."
Rumble Slam.
Rumble Slam, dude. Rumble Slam.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I think it's gonna be fun for us guys to play this, man. Dude, it's eight ages of 8 and up.
Well, Jeffy, we might actually stand a chance.
There you go. but I'm waiting for dude. It is cheaper to buy TT Combat from TT Combat across the pond
Yeah.
than trying to buy it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to wait, probably a week or two. But I got the big arena arriving for Rumble Slam.
Oh, nice. There you go. When you sent that, I wasn't sure if you meant the one for Rumble Slam or the one for like.
All right, so this is literally a wrestling game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's got tons of characters, pop culture kind of stuff, and I think that's why I like it, is because just like Zombicide, it's pop culture kind of stuff. So, hey Jedi. Oh.
Jedi Jim!
So,
Let's see what we got here.
Victoria
I
Haley.
put together Thorn and Major Victoria Haley last night. What is that?
Is that the ABC Warriors?
I have no idea, man. I
That's
never even heard of that.
2000 AD set that came out.
Oh, it is
Good.
from
Sure.
Warlord.
Use that terrain for the grandkids project. Good.
So, yeah, I still haven't touched my arena. I just haven't got to it. That sounded weird, but anyways.
So I've been 3D printing a bunch of Normandy buildings for a guy locally here. He got the STL, sent me a message on Facebook, asked me if I could 3D print, and I said, yeah, I have printers. I can't guarantee you that I can 3D print them. But it's from a company called Patrick Miniatures. It's a German company because it's patrickminiatures.de. But and I'll tell you what, guys, the buildings, they print, it's wild. They print without supports, despite the fact that they've got open windows. Which I don't know how they do that, but I'm real happy because that means I can quite literally just plug it into the slicer, save it, hit print, and away it goes, which is pretty delightful, to be honest with you. So I've been enjoying that quite a bit.
And I'm copying McMurray.
What's up?
I'm copying you right now.
Oh, all the cool kids are doing it,
Chuck Rogers, Normandy buildings, eh? War Machine. This cough is pissing me off. And we got a couple of people in the office that have been doing that for about 6 months now.
Coffin?
Yeah, I just finished 2 British weapon teams tonight. Chuck, 2 British 15 mil Flames of War stuff or bolt action?
Man, with Charles is awesome. He's kind of like me. You never really know.
No,
Man.
not Charles. Chuck Rogers.
Oh, okay. Hell, it may be 28s, but not for bolt action. It might be for
Chuck Rogers of the 25th century.
I saw that Two Fat Lardies has their they finally put a release date on their
Bolt action. All right.
Far East supplement for Chain of Command. That was exciting. I was quite happy to see that. I've been waiting on that for a while. I think the whole world has. I saw that they said they had rules for basically everybody, man. They have rules for the Japanese, obviously the British, the Americans, but then also, the Dutch and all kinds of stuff. So that should be really, really cool.
3rd edition.
What's up?
Did you say 3rd edition?
I was talking about Chain of Command. I know that Bolt Action's having 3rd edition.
Okay.
That's fine. People have lost their shit over that, and it's one of those, man, the 2nd edition's been around for 8 years.
Yeah.
1st edition was around for 5, which is pretty good. But ultimately it's a really highly widespread game, and it's been around that long. It's gonna have another edition. It's naive and silly to think that, oh yeah, obviously Warlord is just gonna sit on its laurels and not ever change anything or update anything and just kind of let this ride its way off into get out of here, man. They got to make money. They got to do everything. They're not as ridiculous as GW. I don't know if anybody remembers this.
Baking soda volcano time. Are you making a volcano sloth? See, War Machine is on his 4th edition, and Chuck just he built 1 medium mortar and 1 medium machine. All right, so how many minis are on each of those stands, Chuck? And these guys they were trying to get me to play Chain of Command, and I was going to do it, and then I just said, I don't want to do minis anymore. I'll leave that to the minis nerds.
No, War Machine. I thought they almost went under.
Privateer Press.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to have some sort of fan base still. It's one of the very few miniatures games that, our local game store here still carries. It's not GW, which is always kind of impressive, to be honest with you, because they don't carry that many miniatures games. Much to my,
Your store does?
What's up?
Your local store?
I mean, so game night really, in terms of miniatures that they actually carry like lines of. Yeah, I mean they've got Star Wars Legion. They've obviously got GW stuff, and then they've got a little thing that's got some Zombicide on it, which is really in their board game section, because Zombicide's kind of a board game, to be honest with you. It's got miniatures in it, but it's not really a miniatures game.
Right.
But then, there's a couple boxes of like Conquest stuff, and then it's GW, like, Star Wars Legion's obviously there. Some Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff, and that's about it. I mean,
did the Reedster, did Toby send you all his 6 mil stuff?
No. I thought he sold it to
Noble.
I thought he sold it to Noble Knight.
Yeah, but he said he wasn't going to give it like $40 for it all, and I thought he decided not to do that.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I would have bought it.
You don't want that 6 mil stuff, Brian. If you'd have bought it just to say, hey, look, I got another starter kit.
Yeah.
It's the Todd Reed starter kit.
Yeah.
3 minis plus the weapons, so 4 total. Cool. I got to admit, so there's a couple videos over on Todd's channel where him and Andrew played Chain of Command, and I got to admit, it was fun. So,
man, I'm happy you thought it was fun. Todd said it was his worst gaming experience of 2022.
That's because you beat the shit out of him 6 straight games.
Ooh.
Come on, Germans against the French in 1940?
Yeah, but it's a French counterattack. That's the whole point.
And it doesn't matter. Toddley said he's not that great on the attack, so.
I also offered to replay it and just flip. So then I'd play as the French and he would play as the Germans.
Yeah, and then if you beat him then he'd really feel great.
I didn't think about it like that.
He's a good human being, man. You crushed him.
Well, I wasn't fucking trying, man. I wasn't trying to be a dick.
What's his favorite miniature game? Wasn't it Battle?
I think it depends. Blitzkrieg Commander is one that he really has liked in the past. Like he did a bunch of proofing. His name's in the book for Blitzkrieg Commander 3 and 4. He was playing something Reloaded recently here. It isn't Battle Group. People always think it's Battle Group for whatever reason. People think Todd loves Battle Group. Battle Group kind of, I can't stand it. There's certainly good things about Battle Group, and then there's some things about Battle Group that are just fucking insane.
Yeah, Ash, we've seen you crush the shit out of Greg, so.
You need to stop looking in windows. We got.
It's called camera lenses, you muppet.
We did. We played Bolt Action. Bolt Action isn't bad. Bolt Action.
Bolt Action.
What's up?
When did you play Bolt Action?
Me?
I've known you for a little over 3 years now, and I've never seen you do that.
I have played Bolt Action. I've played more games of Bolt Action than probably a lot of games. I played Bolt Action every Tuesday and Thursday night for years.
Not since
Played a
I've
bunch
been-
of tournaments, won some tournaments, won a spot in nationals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
McMurray
man.
and I will be doing that pretty soon.
Brian, that's an interesting approach to putting glue on. I never thought about that.
What?
I
Put
was
it on
going
the base.
to blocks down and then take a brush and move it around.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude. That's how you do it. That's how you do a bunch of bases fast.
Yeah.
That's how I did those like 300 in a couple hours on Chris's thing.
Man, I'd have glue all over those guys if I tried to do that out of the bottle like that.
Well,
No,
you don't put it near them. I mean,
yeah, you'd get it figured out. It's not real hard to do. I need to figure out how. So I want to make one of these guys like a flaming ginger, like a turbo ginger.
Well, my mega fanatical paint kit ought to be here in the next 2 days. So
shut up.
Yeah, it's cool. It can go right into the closet with the other mega fanatic kit. Good times. Good Lord. You guys hear this nonsense. Maybe I'll make this kid real blonde. Just by adding a bunch of yellow into this brown that I just used.
Yeah. McMurray's using the new Army Painter fanatical paints, Ashley.
I am. They're quite nice, Ashley. Highly recommend. Big fan.
She likes contrast.
Yeah, so does Brian.
Yeah, man, I love it.
No, Brian likes speed paints.
Same difference.
Yeah, speed paints. Yeah. No,
Same difference.
no, Army Painter's better.
You get the same result. Same difference.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Brian, there. One of them was speed. Army Painter released speed paints quite literally, purely because Games Workshop released contrast. Like I hate to say it, I like Army Painter too. The Dancing Danes make great paints, but Army Painter speed paints only exist because of Games Workshop contrast paints. I hate.
They improved on it.
I understand that, but there's no. It's in essence the same thing. It's like saying, oh well, I have a Toyota Camry because they improved on the Honda Civic. Cool, man. Same difference.
It's just like someone made chocolate ice cream, and I said, well, I'm adding marshmallows and almonds in it. I made Rocky Road.
Kind of.
Rocky Roads?
Kind of more like, well, I made mine slightly different, and I have a different brand name. Like, oh, this is Edie's chocolate ice cream. Well, this is, what is it, Breyer's or whatever chocolate ice cream? Cool, man. I like both of them. The original speed paints were a bit of a pain in the ass with the reactivation. I understand why they did it.
But you love the GW paint pots, man.
Welcome back. I gotta use the little boys' room. Y'all take over.
Go
Get
potty.
I really don't, Brian. Like, I hate to say it, I really don't.
I was teasing you, man.
But you know, such is life. What are you gonna do? Brian, I think I know what I'm gonna do for this guy.
Yeah.
This is gonna be Darth Malgoth.
Malgoth?
So instead of Darth Maul, so this is for my dumb redneck Star Wars, right?
Oh,
so,
I was like,
Darth Maul has his face painted red and black.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this guy's face in white and black, like an insane clown pot, like a juggalo.
Oh, jeez.
Right? Because every small town has those couple juggalo kids.
Yeah.
So there we go. Because we already have the redneck Jedi that looks like red green, and then we've got, obviously we have Darth Brooks. So I figure that'll be a good, additional Jedi. Because, man, I watched that movie Almost Heroes.
That sounds so familiar.
It's got like Matthew Perry and Chris Farley in it and shit.
Oh, okay.
And they're shadowing Lewis and Clark, right? Like they're trying to race Lewis and Clark to the Pacific.
That's right.
And that got me all charged up to redo this. Like, oh, these are also Jedi. They're just the kind of dumber Jedi who aren't as good looking and don't have as, cool of stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so think Star Wars version of Almost Heroes, and that's what we're going for / getting.
Insane Clown Posse, Shadowcat.
Yeah, ICP. So we're gonna have a Juggalo Jedi. Yeah. So then his robes, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I want to make them like black, but like kind of dirty looking and with like salt crust on them. Because let's be honest here, that's how it is. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So I might just do like an off gray color or something. I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to make Jedi robes look like a giant, nasty, crap print, oversized hoodie. So I'm gonna just have to figure out what I can do.
Garbage bag.
What?
Garbage bag.
Well, I mean that's the same thing. Doing the dirty black stuff is hard to do on a miniature. At least for me, I'm not a Golden Demon guy. I'm not Jimmy Wapple.
Darth Ren and Stimpy.
Waffle doesn't know how to paint.
Yeah, you're right. So in other news, Brian's lost his fucking mind.
Waffle is an awesome painter.
Brian, are those the Russians?
This is the PAVN.
Oh, PAVN.
I am so close to being done with these dudes.
You've been painting those commies for a while.
Well, I've been, going from this to that to this to that, and
I mean, Vietnam was at least 10 years, so.
Yeah. So that's a game that you don't see too much playtime.
How come you chose that terrain instead of like Reedgrass or something like that?
Chose the Pine Forest one from Geeks Gaming because it's kind of has a darker. I don't know. It just I'll put the tufts in here. So
I was about to say,
high grass.
Once it gets tufts in it, it'll look great. So it's a darker ground color, but it's got like green in it also.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good choice for that. For like rainforest floor.
Shadow, I don't think the doctors gave it to him when he left the hospital.
What?
Stop playing with dirt. That's not dirt, man. It's awesome.
I'm not gonna lie. I was doing. I don't know what. Maybe Riverbed.
There you go.
I might have been basing with. And all I could think of was that Cam Patterson sketch that he went real viral for. Like, I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
There we go. Those are good minis. Hushberry, we're talking about good minis.
I was all proud of myself because I'm painting a mustache over here. And I was like, oh, thanks, Jeff. And then, no, it's not even fucking.
All right. Show us your mustache. Did you say meow?
Dude.
Your freaking paint tray looks like the damn sweet and sour thingies.
What?
Those sweet and sour candies. What are they called?
Warheads?
Huh?
Warheads?
No, the ones that have been around since I was a child.
I don't know. Rock candy?
Oh. Yeah, I gotta watch
something.
I can't show my toes.
Yeah.
Not on my channel. You say that for your OnlyFans.
McMurray.
Good. No, not Good and Plenty, Mike. But yeah, same generation. Sweet tarts, like the packaging for sweet tarts.
Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit. All right, so I got to choose what color I want their neckerchiefs to be.
Well, they got to be gold.
What?
Yellow. And hang it over the back.
I was going to do red.
No, they got to be yellow and hanging over their back.
Why yellow? They're not cavalrymen.
They're freaking Boy Scouts, and I remember being a Weeblo, we had yellow ones.
Yeah, when you were a Weeblo, yeah, with the blue shirt, yeah.
Ooh.
What the hell was that?
That's my grand boys.
So his headphones are noise canceling. His microphone is not.
I don't know how. Yeah. Sorry.
I don't think that's the thing. You're good because then we couldn't hear you. No, I was gonna do
with the headphones on.
either red or blue. We'll do blue because if I do red, they'll look like Christmas Scouts, and that'll look silly.
Hey, Chuck, what's the orc count now? Painted only.
4,000.
You're gonna have to specify what scale.
We don't care. Total painted orc count.
4,372.
I was about to say
He probably fell asleep in his recliner.
it's understandable.
A live watch like the Marshmallow Men from Ghostbusters movie.
What?
Sleep Puff Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. They're going to carry him off when he's sleeping somewhere, man. Like that old
Carry off my Charles. Charles is my dude, man.
I used to like Good and Plenty. And Mallow Cups. I don't know why I liked Mallow Cups, but I did.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
problem.
that's what I'll do. That'll look cool. So what I'll do now is I'll paint this blue,
They should be yellow, damn it.
and then I'll trim it in white because you see that a lot with the piping.
Okay, Chuck has a spreadsheet for his orc painting. I should do that too. I need to update my damn game list is what I need to do.
Yeah, well, for the first time, you might actually take some rows out.
Yeah. Afterlife Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it has the small Stay Puft.
Is that one of the new shows? Or
Yeah. They're okay. They're not that great. It's neat to see the old guys back, though.
With what?
Bill Murray.
Oh.
It's kind of neat to see them. It's nostalgia, pretty much. The movie? Yeah.
Andrew, I can't see you paint when the figure's way off to the left of your camera.
Sorry. That's where the light is better.
All right, Camp. I'll let you. Hopefully we'll get a date on the next GCACW. Hey, also, what do you think about this? I'm thinking about dropping a Bull Run GBACW on my table after I finish this freaking World War II miniature, whatever the damn thing is I'm playing.
Oh, Jeff, there's a question for you. Clay said the older Avalon Hill GCACW is less complicated.
You can play either one of the games. You can play one of the new games with the rule set 1.0 starts with Avalon Hill, and now 1.5 is all the way through MP, but it's still the same game system.
Oh,
you could use them either way.
They're not any simpler.
They're just it's just like any other rules. They get stuff added to them as they go along.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the all-female Ghostbusters. That was kind of.
That went El Busto, didn't it? Like real hard.
Yeah.
He's got 160 combat effectives. He's got 20 more primed and 24 still in the box. All 28s.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, Charles.
Chris Hemsworth regret doing that movie.
Who?
Chris Hemsworth. He was in it. Played an idiot.
Wait, how was he in the all-female Ghostbusters? He's not a female.
He was like the Annie Potts from the original Ghostbusters, the secretary kind of dude, whatever. You know, the exact opposite kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
Like I said, I mean, think about it. There's no more plots, new plots. It's all been used. So they rehashed everything.
The rule set evolves, but usually gets bigger. It does.
Yeah, I noticed that with watching people when the Russian campaign, like the fifth printing that GMT just put out?
Right.
When they put that out, I went back and played the original Russian campaign because I have the original Avalon Hill. Well, okay, I don't know if Avalon Hill was the original. I don't know if Jedco or somebody else put it out first. So before somebody jumps down my throat, I don't know. I played the Avalon Hill first Russian campaign, and it was remarkably simple. It reminded me a lot of Stalingrad, but just with a longer turn limit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that was something. But I mean, I didn't know if that was the same issue or a different thing or what with GCACW.
Shake one of them bottles. Let me hear them.
Shake, shake, shake.
Okay, cool. Are they? Well, I mean, I'm assuming they're kind of thin. They're not real thick, right?
No, they're actually like normal old school acrylic paint consistency. They are not speed paints.
Right.
Oh no.
They are just good acrylics. Which is nice. I really, really like that.
Well, good.
Like, I'm a huge fan of not trying to, oh, we're doing something new, we're doing something fancy, we're doing this new wild thing. No, they're just making good paints. You know what I mean? We're not just trying to do something very well, not, do something off the wall or ridiculous or crazy or anything like that. So we're going to do the badges red, though. We're going to keep that.
Paint oak leaf cluster, German autumn uniform camouflage on these Boy Scouts.
No. What? Hell no.
They're using orange. The orange dye.
No, it's red. I don't know why it looks orange. It's red.
55 plus orcs and 15, Charles says.
Hell yeah.
That's nothing.
Like I said, the man's machine. Get out of here, dude.
This is a
No,
hangout,
if you
right?
don't let this idiot get you down, you paint very, very well. You paint a lot of models, and they're awesome. Brian's a little unpleasant right now because he forgot that he was supposed to be painting 15s for Axe Annex's challenge.
I'm doing that too. Dude, I'm gonna fly through that. Man, that's not gonna be a problem.
Well, that's good because you've got.
I just don't know how to.
Days.
I just don't know how to put them on a base for rank and flank.
Usually when you're doing rank and flank, you put them, in lines.
Base? Do you put 6 on the base? You put
Slav, I'm amazed you didn't go to the little Benoxy Frederick, Maryland get together they were having. Or did you? I mean, crackers.
I figure for the horsies, I do what, 4 to a base or 3 to a base?
What size bases are you using?
I don't know. I gotta find out. I got tons of like Perry Miniatures base. Those
25 millimeter square bases.
They were in Frederick, Maryland. They might still be there now, but because they've been posted on Facebook, they're the Great Campaigns, American Civil War people, and a bunch of players are there at Monocacy Junction at that battlefield.
Is that Dick Whitaker and pals?
No. Great Campaigns. The one Todd and I are playing.
Oh, Dick Whitaker does Great Battles?
Yeah, that's Great Battle.
Oh, okay. My bad. I really hope I didn't miss that thing. I enjoy seeing Kev.
No, because Todd will disappear for a week.
Well, unless he's just there for the weekend because he's got Lisa stuff going on. Who knows, man?
Well, it has to be happening. Well, it's got to be this weekend coming because that month is almost over.
Well, I'll be missing it. I got to work. Again, that's the end of that 80-hour stretch.
Now, I haven't seen Kev post anything, so.
Ooh, you're busting an 80-hour, huh?
7 days, 80 hours. If I get out of work on time every day, it'll be 80.
Do you get extra time off or just nope?
Nope. Just if I get out, if I get out on time, it'll be 80. That's about it.
Yeah. So you're not going to be around this weekend?
Not much, no. I'd probably get home and go to sleep. To be honest with you.
I'm sure that I'll probably pop up there at least one day. I think he's only doing a 3-day one this time, right? Up in Gettysburg. Stardew Valley.
I like to say I'll go
I
ahead
was
and
playing
play
World
this.
of Warcraft before we started this tonight.
What you saying, Brian?
I like to say that I probably get this Stanwick Station going this weekend, but I'm not gonna say a word. So last time I tried, I was told my plans have changed. So yeah, yeah. You
That
guys,
has been known to happen.
Okay.
guys in chat, look up Stanwick Station.
I saw something on Facebook the other night about that.
Stanwix.
Station.
I figured they know how to spell station.
STA-tion.
Station, DEPOT.
Yeah. Choo choo.
June 7th through the 9th. Now I may have to pop up there. Just so I can tell all the LOB players they should be playing GBACW.
Oh, jeez.
Now, McMurray, I don't want you to get mad at me because, see, after the Picacho Peak, I'm going to be going all out Confederate.
For what?
Well, because it was the Confederates that had to deal with the Apaches on the way when they were tucking their tail and running back. So they had to fight a lot of the Apaches.
I'm getting after it, man. Confederates retreat. That's what they do.
Figured Jeff, you might like that, but
Excuse me. Yeah, I still got all my line of battle games, and I want to give them another shot
Hell yeah.
and then sell them.
track.
Let's
and
change.
I will buy their Wilderness game too as soon as it gets released.
We're going to give them White Sox. I know Jeffy always wore Argyle socks when he was doing scout stuff. We're going to give these guys White Sox.
I wore tubes with the stripes at the top. I'm up to my knees.
Exactly.
Oh, I remember those days.
I got some Argyle socks over there in my drawer.
Well, yeah, you play golf. I would assume you do.
Oh. No, you look at me. You if you saw me come back from the golf course on a normal day, you would not know that I was at a golf course.
Well, yeah, most golf courses require you to have sleeves.
This is West Virginia.
Yeah.
Try to wear cutoff shorts.
Some
They're
of
called
us were out
jorts.
there in the summertime in freaking gym shorts and sleeveless, my sleeveless T-shirts that I love to wear.
Oh, crap. The only tufts I have are green. Oh, well, that's just what it's going to be.
I mean, as I understand it, plants in Vietnam are green also. I think chlorophyll and photosynthesis works the same way, my dude.
Well, the first battle, they weren't.
What?
The first battle, when we first fought them.
All right, Slav. Yeah, I'm getting ready to kill this thing in here in probably about 15 minutes.
When's that? 1954?
Thanks for coming in, buddy, tonight and watching.
When Captain Hal, and the Hueys and stuff, and they landed. If you watch
Iron Dragon in 1965? Colonel Hal Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you watch that movie where they landed, there's a lot of, like not wheatgrass, but
Elephant grass?
OP Alpha, OP X-ray. And there was because they had to drop daisy cutters in there to.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Well, just saying, man. Those rivet counters out there, man. But green it is. Still got 4 pieces of antique futuristic terrain. Just get decide on colors.
What's up, Chris? Oh,
Which Chris we got? Long?
Long. He's talking to you. Said hello, ladies. I'm here too, Chris.
Chris Long, can I tell him what you're doing? You go ahead and tell him.
What's up, Chris Long? Talk to me, eh? Chris Long's good people, everybody.
Yeah.
One of our neighbors to the frozen north.
119 plus figures, all primed. Estimate. Is that just orcs?
Oh, for Charles?
You have a problem, Charles.
He does not. The man's a rock star. He's got no problems. Except for he occasionally plays sci-fi games.
All right, McMurray, hold my beer.
What's up?
Charles is going to get me all.
I can't hold your beer. I'm painting.
I know.
Printing tons of Mid-Eastern buildings. I mean,
Oh, they're cool looking too.
Dude, he has built. He
you
wants to
gonna
print
set
an
up?
entire city block.
Oh, that's got to be cool.
How are the rules coming, Mr. Long? So, for those of you who don't know, Mr. Long is currently in the process of writing, play testing, and putting the finishing touches on a set of rules. I believe it's called Move to Contact, that are focused on modern skirmish wargaming. They look quite good. They always look fun. I mean, anything Mr. Long does is usually pretty outstanding. So it should be quite good to see, quite good to get onto the table. I got a bunch of coffee stained camo Marines and some slightly more modern insurgent figures that I can still certainly put down on the table for.
Oh, here comes somebody.
Multi-story apartments. I'm afraid if I played that game in minis, I might have flashbacks. Human, elves, orcs, Native Americans.
Oh yeah, Charles, you've been posting pictures of those. What are you having flashbacks with, Jeffy?
I said I'm afraid if I played Chris Long's game that he's creating with that terrain, I'd have flashbacks.
Nah. The Middle East was still, the land of Jesus when you were in the army.
Ha
Ah.
They make some of today's buildings out of the same mud.
I'm aware, man. Mud doesn't go bad. Takes a minute.
He's using nothing but these fanatical paints, Ash, the new army painter stuff.
Yep. That's what we're doing. Now we're going to see if we can rock some of these neckerchiefs out in white. This is going to be one of those things that'll kind of really test.
He's responding on Brian's chat, Mike.
Can really kind of see what we can do, because if it takes more than one layer, these edgings on these neckerchiefs are going to look really terrible.
Oh boy!
What
Damn! Look at that! Look at that! That's coming out super nice. Damn! Look at that, man!
Rules don't use ranges or turns.
Crossfire?
No, Chris Long.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's a
Where
thing.
did Crossfire come from?
That's another miniatures game that doesn't use ranges or turns. It's kind of known for that. Look at the edging on that. That's how you know the opacity is good, because I was barely touching, and that's a very clean, crisp edge. Look at that piping, Jeffy.
I just don't think the blue is the right thing. But you know what? They're your minis.
Do you want me to go find you a blue?
Boy Scout Scarpy.
Yeah. I can go pull one out for you.
I mean, I would be a little freaked out if you happen to have one of those laying around.
I mean, that was the color of our staff neckerchiefs for a few years there. Yeah, God forbid McMurray have a Boy Scout neckerchief when he's still an active Boy Scout volunteer. That'd be terrible. Lord help us all.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, man, these might be pretty good candidates for fighting those rabbits, Jeffy. I think that might be the
I
go-to
think
here.
that's the way to go. I really do.
Or at least have them be one of the groups that are fighting the Thomas Foss rabbits.
Sorry, I was playing with the miniature.
Okay, I believe in you.
Oh, there he is. Oh, there he goes again. Oh, muting again.
Wonderful, wonderful, man. Quite happy with the results here. Again, the nice thing is with I've been harping on the opacity, and I get that, but that's what makes these light colored, real fine ridges possible. Because if the paints don't have good opacity, then you're not going to see that single really light pass. You're just going to see blue with like some crap on it. Instead, I'm able to get this white piping on there real well, and a really solid line, which makes me quite delighted, to be honest with you, Jeff. Quite delighted. I think I'm going to try and I might try and add some little white flecks or something to some of these badges too. We'll see. God damn, look at that, man. Hot shit.
Do.
Yeah. All right, let's get the black tabs on these guys' pants, or on these guys' socks, little black turnbacks or whatever, or the pull downs, whatever the hell these things are called.
Shadow, I thought the same thing. Andrew, how old are you?
What do you mean?
How old are you? You're what, 30,
4.
34?
What's up?
Ashley was wondering.
Yep. What were you thinking, Shadow?
One of those Indiana Jones.
Yeah, man. That'd be perfect for these. I actually have an Indiana Jones figure sitting right over that way also. Could have them rolling around in their little Indiana Jones car, searching for Coronados, or the Cross of Coronado or whatever. All right. Ah, crap. I forgot I got to glue this guy's hand back on. That's going to
Okay, back again.
delay them getting a wash.
Sorry to have to mute all off and on.
No, you're good, man.
Oh, don't worry about it, dude.
Nothing to worry about at all. Not a thing.
Now weekends are gonna be better for hangouts for me, not during the weeknights.
It's all right if you have to.
Are they gone during the weekends?
Yeah.
It is all good, man. We're here because we're hanging out, not because we're trying to create, professional quality sound videos or some weird shit, man. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. We're happy to have you.
Thanks. Yep, the 4 o'clock in the morning schedule started this week.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Boy, they're just in a lot of green grass here, man.
In Arizona or on your miniatures?
The minis. There's no green here.
Then what the hell do you do?
And whatever's green over here has thorns on them.
I'd like to reiterate, as the landscaping professional, if there's no green, what the hell do you do? That seems like a reasonable question.
Whoa. Hold on.
Thought I might have had an Indiana Jones sitting over here, but I do not think that I do.
Hate that you bust open a new super glue bottle and it just starts to. And in the amount of time that I've been with you guys, I have faced all these.
Maybe I'll paint these Romans up real quick because I got 5 of them just sitting right over here. These little civilians.
Oh, I do have a box coming in.
This little guy. You got another box coming?
Yeah, but it's not a starter set.
Oh, I was about to say, is it the Gangs of Rome starter set? 'Cause we just talked about Romans.
No. So, though that is something to look at. Now I got the Dead Man Hand, the female the cowgirls.
Oh, nice.
I was looking, I was like, dang, I don't really have. What the heck? Is that a picture of you there sleeping? I just looked up and I saw you leaning in a chair.
That was me hard at work one day.
Jeez.
That's his Tinder picture.
Here, Brian, you can strive to.
There they are. They are all done.
You can strive to do this, Brian.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know where I put them anymore. That's the one where I hand painted them flags.
Uh-huh.
With the Virginia flag and.
Yeah, they look great. Okay, so those are Archers Brigade, right?
Yeah, no, Brockenborough.
Brockenborough. Okay.
I did all 3 of them, but I did 2 brigades, but then I just stopped. So,
Yeah.
I still have all the STLs though.
Wait.
See, oh, let me catch up here.
You still have the figures,
Jeff,
right?
The book might give you flashbacks, LOL, inside the U.S. Army. Great. Of the 80s, yeah, that would do it. And 90s, yeah.
You still have those figures, don't you, Jeff?
Yeah, I got them hidden around here somewhere.
Okay, I was about to say, you better not have thrown
The
the
wardrobe
figures.
sighting. There's Todd.
Yeah, Todd, you said you were going to get your set up last night, but I didn't have the energy last night.
Hi, Todd.
Hello, Toddley.
They call me mini warm up. There they are, dude. Ta-da!
Oh, those look great, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. This is all I have left.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
It'll be done. Oh.
The Dragon. That was, my entire career. I had one of those mounted on every vehicle, except for when I had an ITV for a while. I had those mounted on every vehicle.
Then his Joe's had to practice the drag out.
Finished that guy too yesterday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Some 28 millimeter ACW.
That's going to be there.
Horses.
Actual Pete.
Dude, that's always cool. Like it's nice to see people who have the same, period and everything in different scales. It's another thing entirely to see, somebody do, embark in the same insanity that I do, where I'm painting the same period in 2 different scales at the same time.
Put your hand behind him so we can see him.
I'm still painting. Hang on.
No, Brian, put your hand behind him so we can see him clear. Oh, yeah. Well done. Well done.
Thanks.
76
for the Midwest because it's going to have desert, but it is what it is.
Fighting orcs at 200 plus a side. You've lost your damn mind.
You take that back, Charles, as a saint. That's Mr. Latour to you.
All right.
How about those guys? Even painted their shoulder patches.
That's a tank crew.
It was.
Hell yeah, it is.
Still got them around here somewhere too.
I don't believe it.
That was using speed paint. That was the first speed paint I did on a tactical figure.
Oh,
I remember that. What manufacturer are those, Jeff? Are those
I
Rolo?
don't. They were in they were in that kit that Todd sent me. With that big ass Sherman tank in it, I think.
Huh. Okay. Oh God.
See what else I got. See what else I got. I got all my little STL kit, or where I created all that stuff to print for the Civil War and everything.
Yeah, man. You were doing a great job. I was sad to see you stop.
yeah, I know. Shame. 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 Shame.
Especially when you made a whole bunch, all that progress on those Civil War guys. You'd painted a ton of bases. And your Flames of War, man. You were always, I only paint,
Yeah, well, and if I was going to paint again, it would be from the war stuff.
you go, I'm only paint, 6 or 7 a day. That's fair. But then after a week, you've got a platoon and a half, 2 platoons. Because you were doing the sit down and paint every day type of thing. It's damn impressive. It's good stuff. That's what Alex Suthron, Storm of Steel. He did a whole challenge of that where you would paint for 15, 20 minutes a day.
Hey, Chris Long, we even had the curved barrel attachments in our tanks for those grease guns.
The Krumlauf?
Our grease guns.
No, I know. I'm giving you trouble because that's what it was on the STG.
300 bad guys things versus my. Wait a minute, your orcs are going to be the good guys in this game?
Hell yeah.
Humans are the baddies.
Yeah, I remember that old steel helmet and the helmet liner that went inside it, and used to hate that damn thing. One side of the back of an M113. So, Chris, whenever I would get to a unit, when we still had the M113s, the first thing I would do when I got there, if they hadn't already done it, is yank the metal drop down seats out and build boxes to run down both sides, and then get a piece of plywood to stretch across, and you could sleep like 7 guys in there.
Hey, Shadow.
Shadow and Sun.
Hey, what's up? Shadow and Son, what have you guys been working on? What game are you guys working on putting up next, playing?
He had some old Western thing on his videos.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm about to say, here's somebody's son that I'm painting up. It's a little Roman fella.
Yeah. Was it a travel? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about what they're setting up?
Yeah, Shadow and Son. He's got videos up of some old Western game he was doing, talking about it or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Name of it. He'll put it in the chat. Watch. Oh man. Yeah, all I gotta do now is just match spray these suckers and put them in the bin and get them ready for whenever we play.
When we play some Vietnam,
Damn.
I can hear the CCR revving up now, baby.
Yeah. It ain't me. It ain't me. No, no, it used to be so quiet.
Did you just say it used to be so quiet?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember we were 5 months away from being empty nesters.
I know you were. It's all right. It can't last forever.
I got to bet I did have fun painting this stuff.
Well, you did a great job. Maybe it's getting near to the day when that stuff sees the light of day again.
Nope. Well, I'll leave that to you experts.
just to spite you guys. Nope.
Yeah, Shadow plays the Shadow and Brimstone stuff.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Getting wave 2 of the Kickstarter in.
Nice. Hey Jeff, this guy
Shadow,
looks
what
like
you
you.
think?
Look at the top of that head.
Did they re-release Shadow of Brimstone's starters? I think they did.
You can't really see it.
The
Oh,
ancient.
you'll see. Don't worry. Take me back off it, Jeff. I'll show you when I got it painted up. When I got his hair painted.
Take
Right
them
now, I'm
off.
just blocking in skin. I don't know if they re-released it or if they just put another printing out, Brian. Because wasn't that one of those limited run games the first time around?
Yeah. I was thinking about it, but I didn't. The size of the minis are too big to go with my other minis.
Oh, are they like the 35s?
I think so.
Old Heritage Panzer Troops, still sealed from the 1970. I'm about to open soon.
Nice. You saying that?
Shadow and Sun.
Nice.
Chris, I don't know if we'll still be on or not. He's going to grab dinner.
Oh, we'll be here.
So I'm not sure how long I'll be bowing. I mean, it's
Psh. Psh.
well 7:40 here, man. It's past my dinner time.
Dude, 740, 741, 742, 743, those are all past your dinner time.
He was about to say it's
Like
not 4 o'clock anymore,
time.
so.
Where my wife? Oh, they are still up, prom dressing, whatever.
All right. Look at this, man. Look at this.
Oh, I found our end of year evaluation list.
Oh, nice.
I forgot I'd lost it. Scale 1. Yeah, go ahead and eat Cheetos while playing.
Yeah, buddy. Buy 2 copies.
And like I tell others, man, see these things? These are those resin. You know, with the miniatures come on these resin bases, whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, look at these. I primed these solid gray color, but there's your cement wall with rebar on top of it or whatever for post APOC game.
Right.
Just got painted up. Also, I was thinking about putting it sideways like this for my arena.
Yeah.
This will be scattered green because in my arena of blood, I am gonna try. I'm sure you can help me out, McMurray, but I want to add some to it where because in the AOB you can't. I don't think you can throw someone. So if I could,
like another figure?
yeah, like
No.
where you could body slam them on top of the spikes.
Well, I think that might be in there a little bit in terms of like moving people around if you need to. But I don't know. Yeah, the idea was to make something that you could just go with and not have to.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not a game you have to learn. It's a game you watch a turn played,
Yep.
or you watch one person play their turn, and then you can play.
Yep.
It's not a learning experience or a game where you need to go refer to the rules or anything like that. That's not. So I deal with that a little bit here. People are, well, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? No, honestly, no, you can't. Like, you're more than welcome to like do something or say, okay, here's how we're going to do this. But that's not the point of the game. Like, that's saying like, oh, can I have a hand grenade and rock, paper, scissors? No, it's not the fucking point, man. Like,
No.
everybody relax. The idea isn't to have, a rule book that's 150 pages long. The idea is to have a game you can just sit down and play, 10 matches of in a night to figure out who just won the games to celebrate the Saturnalia. Not, yeah. Anyways.
I'm telling you, dude, we better do a tournament, man. I'll be pissed if we don't do a tournament.
Okay, let's do a tournament.
Yeah, I'd like to do a tournament, man.
I should probably, God, man, I need to prime the last, because I got the rest of Irregulars Gladiators, right?
Yeah.
And I need to prime the rest of them because I think that might be the way to go in terms of when we're filming, especially from above when it's a little harder to see.
Shadow and Sun uses that same silicone paint tray you're using.
Oh, nice. There you go. Yeah, that's super useful, man. But I think that might be the way to go, Brian, because especially when we're looking at them from the top and it's hard as shit to see what they are. Using the 1/35, the 54 mil is really helpful. As much as I give Reese trouble about playing everything in 54,
Yeah.
especially for virtual gaming, it's very, very helpful.
Yeah, Charles, I like to see the gas lines thing going, man. I got that stuff all set up in there too. Don't get me go run here, man.
I've played Gaslands a couple times, and I've always had a blast
Yeah.
at it, to be honest with you.
Rose and I want it painted black.
I kind of want to, like, the Arena Blood thing has really got me going on the Roman kick.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of people who adapt like the old Circus Maximus board game and stuff. And Gaslands probably is not the best starting place, I'm not going to lie to you, to try and do like chariot races or something. But at least the movement system, I'm sure, can be utilized in some fashion. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out.
If you're into gas lines, check out Mad Eye Miniatures. He is a good friend and a great talent. All right.
Right.
Started a volcano for my minis. Volcano.
Who's this guy?
Oh,
I don't recognize the guy on the right, but the left side's ugly as shit. Jesus. Who is that?
That's Eric from Eric's Tabletop.
Oh, there you go. Outstanding. Look at Jeff being a big name YouTuber out here, meeting other big name YouTubers and stuff. Dang. Are you wearing the same t-shirt right now? Is you wearing that?
No, I'm wearing a green one.
yeah. Jeff's big timey.
Jeff is big timey.
Oh,
That being said,
I just got my check from YouTube yesterday.
$12.
$116.
God damn, look at
That's
Jeff.
pretty good.
Dang, man. We made it. We made it, Jeffy. When do I get my microphone and camera?
Dude, that's good, man. That's gonna go on forever.
It is.
Hey, man, $116. What? 16 Taco Bell meals?
Yeah. 2 boxes of Callaway Super Softs and a bag of teas.
There you go. So, yeah.
What, Brian, how close are we to 1,500, buddy?
I'm just 10 away.
Getting there, buddy.
6 olive crab t-shirts.
So, yeah.
Getting close, big dog.
I know I might get 2K by the end of the year. Woohoo!
I think you got it. I think especially if you wind up keep posting regularly, I think you got it easy.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
Circus Maximus.
Stuff on schedule now.
There's like so many different versions of Circus Maximus.
Oh yeah, I mean there's multiple miniature rule sets alone named Circus Maximus before you even break into anything else. Yeah.
Just the board games.
We'll get you for it. Well, yeah. You Californians, man. Thanks for moving over here to Arizona. You guys are really doing a bang-up job here in this state.
I thought you hated them.
Who's that question for, Shadowcat?
Being sarcastic.
McMurray or Warmut?
What's the question?
What's the next box you are going to start on behind you?
Oh, that's for Brian.
Who's this? So what's the next box you're going to start on?
Oh, you're asking me. Ooh.
Oh.
Well, I'm playing. So I'm playing. I'm playing that. I don't know why, but I'm playing it. But I'm thinking the next one I'm going to do is probably right here. And I'm going to play, I don't know if I'm going to play the first or second Battle of Bull Run. That's what I'm debating. From the Great Battles of American Civil War.
All right. Let's put these over here.
And I keep squad leader starter kit stuff on my desk here. And Todd and I are going through as many scenarios as we can, trying to learn everything we can. Lava, river, panels, and tiles too. Chuck, you're gonna have to. Man, I like the way you set stuff up, but I can't wait to see some of the stuff you're talking about.
I enjoyed his cemetery and whatnot quite a bit.
Six-sided wardrobe. A book. I don't. Well, it's only 2 maps, like both up at the same time. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
What's that? The 2 bull runs?
Dude, playing both at the same time on the same game.
Oh, jeez. Jeff, I almost bought Here Come the Rebels or Rebel Fury, whichever one GMT just put out.
Huh? No, Rebel Fury, yeah.
Rebel Fury. Yeah, not Here
Well,
Comes.
look, okay, so those rules were modified, so you might actually enjoy it as opposed to Gettysburg C3I.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Well, the way my brain thought about it was, okay, it just came out. It's a GMT game. It's not like limited edition.
Yeah, I've watched the first 15 minutes of Fallout Shadowcat and I turned it off.
Shame. I love that series. Watched all the episodes finally.
I haven't even started on it.
You think so, Todd? I think that's what I should do. I need to play something I'm good at because I'm on my crawl for learning games other than Squad Leader is just not there.
We should play some blind swords.
You know, I've only got 2 of them left or 3 of them left.
You were selling blind swords?
Yeah, oh yeah, I sold most of them. Well, no, I gave 2 of them away to Ken to SPQR.
I didn't know that. Jesus Christ.
Check this out, dude.
I'm waiting for his chick. Hold on, I'm waiting for his Chickamauga to.
For Black Swans?
I don't know if you see the name on it.
No, I can see Rumble Slam. We can't read the name. What does it say?
Crap. His name is Hinchalada.
Jesus Christ.
You know, henchman, but Hinchalada.
You should paint everybody in there
Why Texas, Shadow?
like they're Hulk Hogan with the hot dog skin and the super pale blonde hair and everything.
Yeah, they got one of Hulk, but he's hard to get.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to paint other guys like him.
Yeah, that's just a crack up enchilada.
Yeah, I usually do my laundries on Friday nights, Cam, so I don't have to mess with it all weekend.
Dude, recognize that
That's
dude.
the Undertaker.
Yep, his name's Gravedigger on here, but he is as the Undertaker. Now you see why I like this game. Why I'm gonna fall in love with this game. It's like it's Zombicide in a wrestling ring. That's all it is.
So you're gonna sell all your Zombicide and start playing?
Oh
that?
heck no! You kidding me, man?
Yeah, we're not Todd. We don't do that nonsense.
No.
You did not just body slam Todd.
But I
Body
think
slam
it's-
Todd. I made fun of him.
Well, damn, Shadow, you're in California. You got a lot of desert out there. I know because I've been played board games in it.
all the whole.
Chuck, what'd you buy for $56 at Costco? $56 in toilet paper?
Hopefully some food.
No, he's moving to Texas, so Yeah, paint him up, man. I love the Zombicide crap, man. Shoot, I gotta get those. They're like little plastic see-through strips, so I could use them as like zones on the tabletop. So I'm gonna put out all the buildings and stuff, and then do Zombicide that way with tabletop buildings, and
Mike, I need a copy of Prussia's Glory too.
So
You're kind of crazy. Yeah, I need a copy of. It's the only war game other than the pre-orders I have that I wouldn't mind having.
That's another thing, man. I gotta start. You guys are gonna have to help me out on the magazine games.
Well, I mean, you were starting to do it, but
I know. I had all set up.
it's not painful when the truth is the truth. But if we don't get our business properties sold in Seattle soon, I might have to sell my good games. Or ouch. And there's Ted Cruz. I just painted up all of the Iron Maiden Zombicide minis. They were Iron Maiden, the band?
Yeah, Iron Maiden. Yep.
Do they have Kiss?
No, they haven't done that yet, but I wouldn't doubt it happened.
Well, yeah, but Kiss is going to have to get a cut. So,
Oh. Game Steward selling those Iron Maiden Zombicides. That's pretty cheap right now. You
know. 3 cases of water, a bag of navel oranges, and 2 sets of 60 eggs and coffee. Wow.
Yeah, you do like
how long do eggs last when you put them in the refrigerator? I've always wondered about that.
Oh, I don't know.
Andrew?
I don't know what the official reason is, but they can go quite some time before they smell bad.
Because I threw out a whole unused. I had them hidden underneath one of the sliding trays. Forgot I had them. Never used any of them. Chucked them.
You didn't try using one of them?
No, I was afraid a bird might pop out.
Yeah, it would be, man. Gene
Sometimes
Simmons.
I don't know if you're kidding or not, and it gets real concerning.
Oh, I put my teeth in. Will that make me look serious?
No.
Am I good now?
No, now it's
I
even
got
more
going on the
confusing.
side of my. What the fuck is this? I'm only 29.
Just did this.
You cut your
I
stuff.
shaved it down.
Yeah.
Dude, where did the pepper go?
It's there. I just shaved it down. This is all solid white now. So. There it is. That was where my
Todd, what was your work event tonight? D&D with the staff?
Yep.
Hey, we were discussing, when is the Secret St. Louis Gaming Club thing? Is that this coming weekend?
I'm telling you, man, I'm pretty sure we missed it. It happens.
He didn't know because he would have took some pictures of hanging out with Kev and
Maybe Kev didn't get there this year. Who knows, man? I have no idea.
Cam, when are you gonna play one of them damn games I sent you? You got to play one of the blind sword games, dude.
he's gonna play
I think you'll just freak out. They're so much fun.
They are pretty delightful. And by pretty delightful, I mean Mr. Lutman's a wonderful person and he makes great games.
8.5 of you all in one house?
Yeah.
8.5 Brian's?
It's like Brian's house right now, like 8.5 people in there.
No, he's got me beat by 1.5. There's 7 here.
There
You
might
have
be a
7
third.
people living in your damn house right now, Brian?
If you think about it, yeah.
That's insanity.
There's me, my wife, and my young daughter, Rachel. And then oldest daughter moved in, and then there's the 2 boys. And
I
then
thought the youngest daughter was going to move into the college there.
in August she's going to move into the dorm.
She was like, see ya.
She said bye.
Yeah.
Contra. Oh, okay.
Atomic drop.
Your
Sorry,
oldest has
guys.
3 kids?
I don't get into the. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to say I don't like fantasy and sci-fi stuff. Just, I mean, the only miniatures one is Zombicide with Brian that I have fun with.
Yeah, we need to get a Zombicide game going again, man. Gotta get this Civil War stuff out of the way and start busting down Z-Side again.
All right, so it's next weekend. Clay and Kev and Brian, the 3 amigos, are going to be together.
Is it next weekend in like 3 days or next weekend in like 10 days?
Yeah, Clay said that he would say hello to Todd. Now my question is he going to like say hello from across the room or? Will he advance and be recognized and shake hands?
35,000 feet. He's going to be flying above and go, hello, Todd.
Oh, he got deep in the jaw.
Goodbye, McMurray.
And that duck that was at the egg stand.
Yeah, that stank.
I have one peep in my house, and I eat like 5 peeps.
I don't know how you keep like recooked McDonald's sandwiches and all that kind of stuff.
I don't do that as much as you think, though.
That's nasty.
I DoorDash. Usually, if I DoorDash, it's usually around payday or like right before I order groceries when I really don't have anything in here.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I'm good most of the time. Not this weekend, Andrew. Next weekend. So you got time to get your Daisy Dukes ready and your wife beater and lawn chair.
Nice. I thought you
Grandson
were coming out for that.
No. There's not enough money on the table yet for me to come out there.
Yeah, man, I was doing some Ronnie salvage. Oh.
Well, Brian, at least you based like 6 or 7 stands tonight.
Yeah, I got those all done out of the way. It didn't take long. Geeks game, you see it?
Well, you know what? We've been on for 2 hours, amazingly enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I know.
And
I'm sitting here just playing with the dogs.
And I'm fixing to bail because I've got to go play golf tomorrow, or else I'm going to forfeit that round from Tuesday night. Can't do
Dog,
that.
imagine all the watch hours you're getting right now, Jeffy.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I do pretty good, regardless.
Well, I mean, I know that, but this is like free watch hours because you got all these guys that are hanging out, commenting, watching, doing whatever, what have you. I think ultimately the question that everyone wants to know, and by everyone I mean Todd, is when are you going to live up to the promises to your subscribed viewers?
Oh,
Don't say nothing stupid, please.
someone's being called
What?
out.
We're excited. We want to see our exclusive content, man. That was the whole point.
I haven't tiered out my YouTube yet, so yes, Mike get to editing, and yes, Cam get to playing those games, and everybody else. Thank all you peeps that popped in here tonight and said, hey, but I'm fixed to kill this and crawl off into my snooze land.
Oh, dude, I was going to have a fight here.
And I'll be so glad. I don't know about the rest of y'all, if any of y'all are in the business that I do, but I'll be so freaking glad when the elections are over. It's not funny.
In November?
No, the May elections.
Oh, I was about to say, buddy, we got a while for that, Jeffy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know not everybody's having them, but yeah, no, I take that back. They are. These are the pre's, right?
I'm about to say we should be. Well, I mean,
Right.
kind of, except for that.
Yeah, a lot of your local stuff should be happening now,
Yeah.
and your state stuff. So
Macho Man's on the top turnbuckle, fighting 9
well,
wolves.
Shadow Cat, I'm gonna have to go over and take a look at your channel when I get up here, buddy.
All right,
Anyhow, killing the same. Great. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Help keeping us going and everything, and hopefully we get some stuff here posted so y'all know what's going on for the priority side of this channel, Hex and Counter Gaming. These little miniature painting nerds, they have their own.
Really?
Check out, McMurray's channel is all of us on any one of our channels at any one time. Brian stuff. Brian does good videos. I'll give him that. He's very.
I'm about to say, everybody hop on over to Mini Warmud. If you haven't subscribed over there yet, subscribe real quick. Get him up to 1,500. He's getting real close, and he puts out good videos.
Well, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Shadow Cat and Shadow and Soul. I'm going to go pop over there and see what y'all got going on. All right, peace. Killing it. Talk to y'all later. Thanks,
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks for coming, guys. See you, Paulie.
Bye.